Horns up and welcome to a brand new episode of Headbangers Kitchen. Today we're asking the question, will it meet? My new series where I take popular Indian vegetarian dishes and add meat to them. And the reason I'm doing this is because India is a meat eating country. In fact, 70% of the population eats meat. But for some reason, people seem to think we are a vegetarian country. And I'm here to change that perception. Today we're going to be making dal, one of the most popular Indian dishes, yellow dal to be more specific. Every household in India makes this and they all do it differently. Today I'm going to be making my version and I'm going to be meeting things up with some beef tongue. It's going to be delicious. Anyway, enough jibber jabber, let's get cooking.
For this recipe, I'm going to be using my Instant Pot. You can use a regular Indian style pressure cooker or even cook it on the stove. Detailed instructions on headbangerskitchen.com. We start with our beef tongue and this one comes pre-cleaned by my butcher, which means that the outer skin has been removed. I add this to my Instant Pot and then in goes an onion, garlic cloves, a big non-spicy green chili, black peppercorns, salt and water. And now I cover and cook this on high pressure for 60 minutes. Once that's done and the pressure has naturally released, I open up the Instant Pot and the tongue is fully cooked and tender. I fish it out of the pot and set it aside. Then I strain out the stock from the Instant Pot and now I smash the garlic and the onions through the sieve so that some of that flavor goes into the beef tongue stock. Now there is a layer of fat on this stock which I am going to skim off because I don't want too much of it. If you have the time, put it in the fridge and the fat will become solid and it's easier to remove. But I'm in a hurry, so I'm doing it like this. And our beef tongue stock is now ready to use. For our yellow dal, I'm using two kinds of lentils. One is mung dal or yellow lentils and the other is tur dal, also known as split pigeon pea. Now I put these in a colander and then wash them under running water till it turns from murky to clear. The water, not the lentils. Now I add those lentils back into the Instant Pot, which is magically clean because I washed it. I add some turmeric, 2 chopped tomatoes and then the beef tongue stock that we made. Close up that lid and I pressure cook on high for 15 minutes. Once it's done, I release the pressure from the Instant Pot. Now I open it up and give it all a good mix. The lentils have become nice and soft. Now I pour my dal through a strainer to make sure that all the tomato seeds and skins are removed and the lentils also become a lovely creamy texture. You can alternatively use a stick blender to achieve a similar result. Time to cut our tongue. I mean the beef tongue, and when I say beef I mean water buffalo. But just look at that cross section. Now for our dal I am going to cut up the tongue into slices and then cube it. Like this. Look closely, you can see how juicy that is. I get my kadai on the stove and I heat up some ghee because it's time to tadka this dal, but I do it a bit different, so I add some onion and then saute them. Now I am looking to brown the onions because I want some of that caramelized flavor of the onion in my dal. Once they are brown around the edges, I move them to the side and then add in the mustard seeds, some cumin seeds, julienne ginger, a split and de-seeded green chili and curry leaves. I give it a mix before adding in garlic and a pinch of hing or asafoetida. Then in goes the cubed beef tongue and I fry that all together. And now we add in our dal, which I will strain yet again to ensure the most smooth and creamy consistency. I taste it for seasoning and add some amchur powder, which is dried mango powder, and some black pepper. And I finish it with coriander. And now I check it once more for seasoning and our beef tongue yellow dal is done and ready. Serve and garnish with more coriander and a squeeze of lime. And that, my friends, is our yellow dal, a classic Indian comfort food now made protein rich and more flavorful with beef tongue. Looks great, smells great, and I guess now it's time to taste.
I'm Rukaya and I'm currently not working anywhere. It's not doing anything.
Hi, my name is Devina. I'm a forensic scientist and a researcher.
Awesome. And do you like Indian food?
Yes, I do.
I like Indian food when I cook it because I don't like to use a lot of masalas and a lot of chili. So it depends on who cooks it. I enjoy it.
Okay. And how do you feel about dal? yellow dal, ghar ka dal?
I love dal actually. Dal, chawal are my favorites to eat at
Okay.
home.
Ambivalent, sometimes they're good, sometimes not so much.
All right. So what if I told you I'm giving you yellow dal with beef tongue in it?
I'm curious, a little apprehensive, but definitely curious.
Sounds interesting. Yeah, it sounds interesting. So in Boris, we have a dish also called Dal Gosht, which is basically meat and dal cooked together. So I think it would be a good combination.
It actually works. I'm surprised. It actually works.
It's excellent. It's really yummy because it tastes like Dal Gosht, which I love, and I love the texture of the beef tongue. It's a little bit chewy and soft at the same time. So I think you've done a good job cooking it. But yeah, I mean everything. So the dal is infused with the meat flavor as well. So that's what I love, and it's not spicy, and so it's just dal and meat, which I love this taste. It's delicious. Good job.
Thank you.
So good.
And the texture actually doesn't put me off. I think I was worried about the texture because we're used to eating dal a certain way. There's not going to be a chunky piece in it when you're eating. But it kind of works. Pretty solid, I think. Yeah. I'm also eating beef tongue for the first time, so.
So does this make dal better?
Yes, of course. Adding meat to dal, yes, it makes it better. This is really good. I might try to do it myself once you
Awesome.
post the video.
Oh, 100%. 100%, yes.
So what would you rate this on a scale of 1 to 10?
A solid 8.5. Yeah.
So I would rate this an 8.5, which is a good score for me.
Hey folks, it's time for me to taste the tongue dal and to answer the question, will it meet? So let's try some of that tongue dal. I'm going to have it with the rice because dal rice. That's how everyone eats it. Let's go. Wow, that tongue is cooked perfectly. I should give myself a pat on the shoulder. That is delicious. That's really good. Dal chawal is a comfort food of many people. Beef tongue dal and chawal is my comfort food now. This is a dal chawal I can get on board with. Anyway, I'm going to go and finish the rest of my beef tongue and dal chawal or beef tongue dal chawal. And I hope you will try making this at home. Let me know how it turns out. And I will see you on the next episode of Headbangers Kitchen. Until then, cheers and keep eating. And while I enjoy my meaty dal chawal, I'd like to say thank you to all my supporters on Patreon and on the YouTube channel memberships. Thank you all for making these videos possible. Cheers, this one's for you. So good. So good.